Hey, what's going on everybody? Gleez here, and today in this video we're going to go over a strategy guide as well as some combos that you can utilize with Prime Directive RoboCop.
First, RoboCop wins flawless victory.
Alright, RoboCop. So RoboCop is a zoner. If you don't like the zone, this variation of RoboCop probably isn't for you. He does great things from a distance. He has the shot that goes under projectiles. He has the rocket. Alright, the rocket also sends full screen. He has the anti-air shot. And he has the flamethrower and the riot shield. Alright, so those are his basic specials. He also has this right here, which you can send to different areas on the screen. You can amplify it, and it sets up a bomb that explodes a little bit later. You can get your opponent, a little bit antsy by throwing out something like that. They start jumping and stuff. Bam! You hit them with a rocket, you send them full screen. This character is great for zoning. Up close, has some tools, but not the greatest. And we're going to go over all of these tools, how to play RoboCop from up close to, a far distance away. So let's talk about his normals. So his down one is okay. It's 7 frames. I've been low profiled by certain moves. As you can see, there is range underneath of it for the down one to get low profile because RoboCop is such a big character. I guess that's why. I'm not really sure. I'm not completely sold on his down one. It's okay. His down 3 is punishable on block. It's -10. It has really good range, but I would not use it over his down 4. His down 4, it has a little bit slower of a startup in 5 frames difference. See, the startup is 15, startup is 10. All right, but this right here has such good range, and you can cancel this into the low gun. And this is really strong. This allows for RoboCop to bait buttons off of his down 4 being blocked. Most characters in the game can't punish it. If they have a quick forward advancing special, they can. But for max range, they cannot. Even Sub-Zero slide from max range fails to punish this. So if you're to hit this from complete max range, and they were to block that, I would be able to block in time before that slide comes at me. You can bait Sub-Zeros into doing that, and other characters with quick advancing special moves to do that. But it works out pretty well. It's not bad. It's not bad. So his standing buttons, his 1-2-1 is going to be his fastest punisher. You can also special cancel it into the flamethrower, which we'll get to the flamethrower in a little bit. One of the better moves that he has. You also have the forward 2-1-2, which does Krushing Blow on a punish or a counter hit. And you have to keep in mind that the forward 2-1 does also advance. Notice how it advances across the screen. It's really good for that. You can also go in for pressure and then bait buttons. The backdash into this string, it makes the Krushing Blow really easy to hit at times against people that like to throw buttons out. So if you do that and then you go in for, someone tries to advance with some type of move and you hit them out of it, it's really good for that. Really, really good for that. The forward 4-2 pops them up. The last hit of this is a high, so they can crouch it. So keep that in mind. It's not completely safe. It's -5 on block, but if they crouch that last hit, boom, Krushing Blow. Crouch it, boom, into buttons, and just punishing your face off. So you can't just throw that out there. Back 3-2 is pretty good. It sends them on a splat knockdown. You can backdash, shoot a rocket. Man, it really creates distance here. So if someone were to, throw something out, they whiff, you're not really in range for all your buttons. This may be a little bit too slow. Maybe you want to go 1 frame faster, and you want to make sure you get them full screen. You can do that. This is going to be optimal. The low sometimes will catch them though. The stand 1, I found, and his down 2 are his best anti-airs. You can get some good conversions off of this. Stand 1 into this. I'll show you all those combos in a little bit. We'll get to the combos. We will, I promise. But this stuff is actually more important. A lot of people harp on the combos, like, dude, show me combos, bro. Combos skill. If you can't open people up and you can't play neutral and you don't have a strategy, your combos are meaningless. So that's why we're going over this stuff. Another string is his back 1-2. And you can send that rocket far, you can send that rocket close, or you can hit nothing and send it at a medium range. So, has a little bit of direction to it. It's a mid off of the back 1. Not too bad. 12 frames of startup. Not too bad. The forward 3-2 is very good. You can hit confirm this into the flamethrower. Alright, and I'm plus 15. So because I am plus 15, I can go into this. If they hit a button, it's just going to keep hitting. I can also go in and I can grab. Alright, so those are some things that I can do there. If you are to hit with forward 2-1, notice the distance on the flamethrower. I'm not close enough. So when that happens, meter burn. And then it gets me closer. And you can actually link this now. Alright, so if you hit up this, I always meter burn. Because I want to get closer. And I want to get my fangs rolling. You know what I mean? So he also has a Krushing Blow off of both of his grabs. Krushing Blow off of this, off of Punish. And a counter. He also has a Krushing Blow here, which I'll show you. We'll go back. Boom, boom. Boom. Has to go under a projectile. Alright, really good Krushing Blow. It works in a lot of matchups. It helps him in his zoning. Once you get that life lead, you're able to zone out here pretty effectively. One thing that I would also mention, when you end your combos, I only end my combos if I'm juggling 2 ways. I end them with this, or I end them with this. I never end when I'm juggling in the flamethrower. The reason why that is because they drop to the ground, the flamethrower is still active, and I'm in a situation where I'm not as positive. I want to be positive, plus as many frames as I can. So if I want to keep them close, end combos in this. If I want to send them full screen, end combos in this. It's that simple. His back 2 is a good button. 16 frame startup. You're only going to punish the moves that are the most negative with this button. But it is great to know. Great meterless damage. We'll get to the combos, I promise. His jump buttons are good. His jump 3 is good. His jump 1 is terrible. Never use it. Look at this thing whiff, bro. This thing just whiffs. Like what? What? Let me go lower. Yeah, you got to do it like right at the bottom. His jump 2 is way better. All right, if you're gonna use buttons, use jump 2. So your down 1 is pretty plus on hit. It's plus 14. Down 3 is plus 14. Down 4 is plus 14. So it looks like they're all plus 14. All right, so because of that, I can go into my stand 1. Because if you notice, plus 14, I have 8 frames of startup, so this should always hit. It should always link. I can also go into my mid. All right, so off of that, these are basically the things that you want to do. Stagger and grab, things like that. You always want to try to create distance. If you are going to pressure your opponent, you want to try to keep them standing so you don't have to deal with wake-up shenanigans. And that's going to play to RoboCop's strengths. Alright, so let's get into what you all have been waiting for. Combo time. So one last thing important to keep in mind is the fact that against female characters, this back two in that combo is really difficult to hit. So in most cases, what I wind up doing is just doing this against female characters, is just skipping that basically. So we're just going in, doing this, sending full screen. You miss out on about 3%, maybe 4% damage, but it's 100% consistent. You don't want to whiff that against female characters. Maybe if you practice it, you can get it more consistently than I can. I know against Katana it's really difficult to hit, so keep that in mind moving forward. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what you see here, be sure to click that subscribe button so you get updated whenever I post new content. Click the bell so you get that notification. If you don't, you're gonna miss out. So as always, I want to thank you for checking in. It's Gleez signing out, and continue to game strong.